Welcome to my craft area. I'm Anna Hellman and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Let's look at today's project. If you're like me, you really love punches for your paper crafting projects. The reason I love punches is because they're just so quick and easy to use. I love die cutting, absolutely love it, but punches are just really nice when you need to make something quickly. So when you use your punches year after year, these punches hold up forever. But when you've been using them for years, they can become a little bit dull and a little bit hard to punch with. I was preparing for an upcoming class I have here just earlier today, and we realized that a couple of my punches were a little bit hard to punch with. So I tried this trick. I've done this before, and it made me think that I really needed to share it with you for how to revive your punches, how to bring back new life to them and make them punch like new again. So what you're going to need for this, you probably already have around your house. You are going to need an aluminum pan and some wax paper. Now, if you don't have an aluminum pan, you can use you can use just regular foil, folded up with several layers on top of each other, probably at least 4 layers, maybe even 8. And you can do the same thing with that if you don't have a pan on hand. So what you're going to do is cut your pan apart so that you have some flat pieces. I cut the sides off. I trim the sides into one piece for each edge. And then if you want to, you can trim off this lip right here and use these as flat pieces if you want to, or you can just use the big flat piece. Now, you need to be very careful with this because you can cut yourself with this. Imagine a paper cut. This would feel worse, so be very careful with these. Now, all you're going to do with this is get your punch and punch through it a few times. I'd recommend probably between 4 and 10 times. So you can punch that as many times as you want. Now, if you're trying this, I do recommend that you try punching with paper first and then try punching with paper after you're done, just to feel the difference, because there is a noticeable difference in typically, if your punch is well worn, there is a noticeable difference in how easy it is to use after you're done sharpening it on the aluminum pan. Now, that is the main part of this, but if you want to go one step farther, I have found that if I punch with waxed paper, that it actually helps to lubricate the punch a little bit and make it just a touch easier to use. So what I have here is a piece of wax paper, a piece of cardstock, and another piece of wax paper. And the reason for this is I want all parts of the punch to be punching against the wax paper to provide a little bit of lubrication, but it's not going to punch very well if I just have wax paper. So I have that piece of cardstock in the center. Now, if you have a hard time holding all of this together, you can tape it together, you can glue it together if you like, but now I'm just going to punch through this a few times as well. So that feels just like new. So I really encourage you to try this with some of your punches. It will bring back new life and you will be punching with ease again. Thanks so much for joining in today. For more information and links to the products used today, click in the video description box down below to visit my website. Make sure you also click down below to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell to receive notifications when I share new videos. I truly appreciate you being here, as well as every like, share, and comment that I receive. I'll see you again next time when I'll be back helping you to hand make with love.